like put money on tip, but you and your friend is money don't mend. That's how I like it. Fuck who don't like it.
Welcome to the Pull-Up. Today, we'll be catching up with one of Miami's most talked about rising female artists, Pilly May. As of recent, she released her video to her latest song, Who Don't Like It, and you know I'm pulling up. Welcome to the Pull-Up. I'm your host, Zurisha, and I'm here with Pilly, not from Philly, from Cleveland. We all know that. You say that in every interview.
Yeah, I'm Cleveland. Cleveland people are prideful people. So
I see, and a lot of successful people out there and everything. I must say, who don't like it? When I tell you that video, I relate to it 100%. Like, our hustle and what we want to do is not cheap.
Right.
You know, and we always have other things to put forth in it. At the beginning of the video, you're like, I don't want to do this.
Yeah, we had to add it. So we had got the first edit, and we were kind of like, well, we don't really understand what's going on. So we're like, no, we gotta explain why I'm frustrated in the bed. So he's like, let's just do a voiceover. So they were making fun of me. They're like, it looked like some old African movie.
Some BT. And that's probably a BT movie. No.
So you give me BT movie. Yeah. But yeah, I thought it was really cool because I've been wanting to do something like that. Mm-hmm. And this was my first attempt. It's playing like that.
I love it. But who don't like it?
Right. And at the end of the day, it's kind of this is what I gotta do. So if you don't like it, then
you get to this bag regardless.
Yeah.
So what's that energy? What's the energy that you had in the studio? What exactly was going on, or what you were thinking about when you were actually in the booth?
That was really a song that was recorded a year ago, this time last year. And I was bumping it this time last year, and this time last year I was just really trying to pick myself back up from a lot of things that just didn't go right. It was a lot of things people may or may not know, but one of the people who I came up with, it was a close friend of mine. We kind of went our separate ways, and that really broke me down as a person, not even on the business side. So it was just more me trying to just get my mojo back and just kind of telling my Pilly May protects Pilar,
right.
So Pilly May would be like, bitch,
that's your Sasha Fierce.
Yes. Oh my God. Pilly May is really dope because Pilar's really super sweet and sensitive and overprotective. So that was just Pilly May kind of girl, get up, fuck who don't like it. All right,
let's talk about Pilar versus Pilly, because Pilar is what some people don't know, a lot of people do, but Pilar is actually a tomboy. You know? Well, but in a woman form. It's just you like sports. You know how to play video games.
I do. I was playing last night too.
And then Pilly just looks like a whole Barbie.
It's so crazy because Pilly May, my friends back in Cleveland, when Pilly May formed, they were like,
whoa, what?
My homeboy was so you traded your Nikes for a pair of pumps?
Not to say difficult, but are you very particular in what you do in the video? Or do you let things flow and just have fun with it?
Okay, so in the beginning I really got the videographer I worked with was one of my friends. He was a customer at the bar, and he's like, yo, I got a camera, I'm trying to do this camera thing, and I'm like, okay, I'll give you a shot. I wasn't even really doing anything at the time, but I did have shows, I did have events and stuff, so I was just come to my show, film, and just do that. It was a fucking movie. I was like, yo, that kid is nice. I was I got an idea. I was we're going to make a video. I was I'm going to get the whole... It was for the bank account video where I'm in the bed and it's all white. And I have on, white lingerie and diamonds and stuff. But he turned that thing into a movie. So from there, I kind of learned how to kind of, creative direct. He would, do his thing with the camera, but I always came up with these really cool ideas. So now that I'm evolving in my career, I'm I want to get into real directing. I've been really studying videos and movies, and I'm you know what, this time around I'm gonna try to really let people who are professional. I've never had a real professional put my videos together.
Right.
So I've always been hands-on, and I've always been very particular. But I think this time around, like, I'm just kind of like gonna take the.
You need to be the star and let
like I'm gonna like let it be known, like, well, this is what I want. I always know what I want. Always.
I have a feeling you probably like Beyonce. Like, I look at a lot of her documentaries, and she's behind the videographer editing. Like, oh, I don't like that.
Yeah, no, like I almost cried when I got the first edit back for Like It, because it was just, the scenes were just all mixed. I was like, you don't.
You didn't understand my vision.
I was like, no. He was like, P, just relax. Like, just break it down so I can understand. I was like, I don't get it. So I was like, oh my God, I feel like the artist's pain, because I was like, you really got to, like, put your thinking cap on and just let, like, you know, break down every scene. So yeah, like, I am really particular, and I am, you know, for sure, like, because I see the visions in my head.
Right.
Once the song is created, I have, like, this idea of what
it should be.
I want it to look like. But this time I really want to learn. So I really want to get with some really dope
writers, and that's dope. That's okay.
So yeah.
understand. And they always say 2 heads are better than 1. But
or like 10.
Or 10.
Yeah, like I look at the credits and I'm like, there's all these different people involved. I'm like, that's crazy that all these people can come together. So yeah, I gotta learn.
So you used to be signed to Rock Nation. What was the major difference from being independent and going into such a major record label?
It was like, I mean, it was just really more a learning experience. I got to really work with some like top-notch producers, and it let me know like I am ready for this.
Do you remember your first rap? You were one of those people that used to, I know, well, number one, if you guys don't know, she used to play basketball in school and dance, but do you know, in high school the basketball girls are the only ones out of the whole classroom that knew how to rap on the desk?
Yeah,
and on the bus.
That's so funny, because that's how it was for me. We was like, come on.
Yeah.
Like that.
So how did you, no, not even how did you, what was your first rap? Do you remember?
I do.
What was it? Okay.
You want me to rap it?
Yeah,
it was like, my name is Pilar, a.k.a. Miss P. Ballin' ass bitch on the color ID. Like, that was my flow and everything. But it was so crazy, because I would always pre-write my raps and then take it, like, on the bus. Because we would have, like, long bus rides to these big old schools. Like, we used to play these, like, bomb schools. Ohio's a big athletic state. Yeah, so, like, these girls we played against were really, really, like, dope. But on that bus ride, it would be, like, a whole 45 minutes to an hour drive. So we just be back there spitting. And I always, like, made it see. I was like, okay, what we talking about out front? Like, give me a topic. But I have, like, millions of topics already written. So if you say something, I already have it. And they just thought I was so wrong. And, like, it's this one girl. Her name's Shamika. She's, like, a whole dude now. Like, it's Meek. But she really was the one to, like, help me get better at playing ball, help me rapping. We used to be at the crib writing.
Like a big sister.
Like a big brother.
Okay.
Nah, she'd be like, we finna spit, we finna hoop, like, and then I'd be like, let's paint each other's nails. And she'd be like, alright, like, whatever. But, she really was the one who, like, got me into rapping back then.
You've always been in the forefront. You always been, you know, come down to pageants, dancing, performances. Like, have you ever suffered? Even, like, you could go all the way down. You know what I'm about to say. Performance anxiety.
Yes.
How? Like, like, what made you overcome that? Or do you still deal with it?
Oh, well, it's like, how confident you are with that particular performance, how prepared you are for that performance. I had did a talent show when I was like in 10th grade, and I sang this Alicia Keys song. It was so horrible. Even the music choir director was like, you want me to help you, like, get ready for this? I was like, no, I just thought I was Beyonce. I was like, I'm finna get on this stage.
You got this.
And it was just really horrible. And, like, my school kept it real. They was like, nah. And I didn't, like, even make it to the second round. Like, where the year before I won 3rd place. And that time, it was like, 3rd place doesn't sound like a lot, but the first 2 winners were like rock bands. Like we had like full blown rock bands with guitars and drums.
Wow, theatrical as hell.
Yeah, like no, my school was huge.
Right.
Like I went to like what you see on TV. It was 2 rock bands, and then we were like the only. It was my homeboy who was rapping, and I was singing. Like we thought we was like we was like Ja Rule and Ashanti.
I was thinking about that.
But not like and then the next year I didn't even make it to the next round. So it was like, no, you gotta work on this. So that gave me like stage fear for a little while. I would get on stage and I'd be like, am I
shaking?
Yeah, and then like if I prepared for a show, I would do really well. Like let's like fast forward to now, like as this artist I've become. If I prepare for a show, we lit. We on stage. I got the moves down packed. Every foot is lit. You know what I'm saying? I know which hand is going out. But if I'm not prepared, then it just like, oh man, I did this one event. It was like Trina's event. It was like a kid's event. And I didn't like know that like it had to be like censored. So I'm like, I'm literally on stage. Like, and then I didn't have the moves because my moves was real provocative too. So I just was like, this is so embarrassing. Like, not in front of Trina. Like, that's like.
Oh my God. And what happened after that?
I was like.
It happens.
Yeah, I stayed and supported the other artists that was performing, but I was so like embarrassed. Like, I got my picture with her and Super Cindy, but I was like, here, let me just run out of here. But I felt it. I was like, nah, you gotta next time be prepared for stuff like that.
And know what you're doing. No, but you know, at the end of the day, it's all part of the game, and it's so beautiful that you can, take your L's like a G.
Yeah, it was a huge L.
I'm a baby. Like,
yeah, no, and
I'll cry. I'll be like, I did stuff.
Yeah, I can't even watch the footage. I'd be like, oh my God, no, don't. They'd be like, no, watch it. No. But yeah, you gotta take it because it's learning. And I won't make no excuse, but it was like a last minute show.
Right,
They're
right.
like, oh, Trina is looking for more performers, and she mentioned you. I was like, oh my God, I have to do it. I'm gonna do it. But that's why you gotta stay ready. You know what I'm saying? Like, so that at any given moment, you're like, okay, well, I'm gonna do what I practice over here for the like kids show. You know.
So let's speak about staying ready, and let's speak about saying no. Because, you guys, I'm a host, and I have to, host things. You're an artist. You have to sing places, perform, and, even work with people. And you have a ton of things to do at the same time.
Yeah.
But let's talk about saying, like when is it right to say no? Because, sometimes it's a great opportunity, and sometimes you're just not prepared for it at the moment. And not every opportunity is like, gold, because as far as you've been doing it for a long time, not every good situation that looks good is not really always a life changer. So when have you noticed when to say no, what is beneficial? Maybe you have a studio session to work with somebody.
Oh, definitely. And I'm learning because it's a couple like rappers that be in here, and I was trying to get features, and I was gonna say that's why you gotta have a great team, cause Fence, he's the CEO of Fanatic Records. He's like, don't be in there too long with them boys. I'm like, Fence, I'm grown. I know how to handle myself. I worked at the bar. It's different. And once I was there for too long, I noticed how they were getting like just too friendly and like kind of like too pushy. And then now it's like it's just a different type of vibe before when they didn't like really know me like that. Right. So I was like, dang, like he was right. I should have just like said hi, bye, and then left. But that's just like one situation. You really do have to have the right team around you. So you could be like, hey, what's up with this? What you think? Can you do some research on this and figure out like if this is something we should like go to do? Yeah. And sometimes you just have a gut feeling. You're like, I really want to do this thing or this situation. And I think if you really are passionate about it, you'll learn if it was like the right choice or the wrong choice. Because sometimes you be wrong, and it's okay.
Right. Obviously, you're not at Beyonce level. However, you've been doing things right for it to be a steady climb to the top. So what are Pilly May's 3 top things that you have for artists that want to be in your position right now?
First off, thank you. Because I be going through it. So I appreciate that. I think like, okay, if I could narrow it down to like 3 things. 1, have your own financial aid, like be able to like pay for your own stuff, because then you could kind of move how you want to. It's like the most important thing I always preach. 2, don't just like talk about it, like brick by brick. Like that's something that Will Smith says in his interviews. Like, don't say you're gonna build a wall, but what bricks are you gonna use, like, to lay down first?
Right.
Really, like, that was something that I think a lot of people struggle. I struggle with it. Was like, how am I gonna start this? And this was like back in the day, because a lot of people was like, oh, I'm gonna help you. A lot of people was breaking their promises. So I was like, okay, first step, I need music. I gotta record.
Right.
So Miami recording studio.
Click.
Yeah, you feel me? So just like planning to like make stuff happen. And then the third thing I would say is like, don't be afraid to like go out there and fight for your dream. Like, I really go to places I don't want to go. Sometimes I have nobody to go with, and I'm like, I can't miss this opportunity. I need this DJ to play this record. And I'll be so scared because I'm like, I don't know nobody. And I'll be like, F it, I'm going to go. And I have the time of my life. It's right on that other side. And you're like, dang, I did that. And then sometimes the situations be weird. I don't know why I was in there. Everybody was crazy. But you got to try. You can't be afraid, because, like, you just never know like how it's gonna play out.
She gave you those three rules.
Have your bread, go out there and like make it happen, and then like don't be afraid to like sell it.
So you've always wanted to be like your sister as a child. What traits do you have now that you carried on throughout your adulthood, even though you guys' lives are completely different?
The entertainment thing, it was totally her thing.
Wow.
Like, this like character is so cool because like she was the one who was always in the camera, and I'd be on the side like, yeah. So it's like we got older and she just kind of grew out of that. Like, she loves modeling and she's really good at it. Like, she was like a plus size model like in New York doing a bunch of different things. But for me to be behind, like, she's always like schooling me, she's always giving me ideas, she's always like on point with like directing me from even all the way in Ohio.
Wow.
Yeah. So she's like, you're not even doing it right. So I was like, dang, how am I supposed to do it? And she'd be like, do it like this.
And she just put some
and then she'll
on
see it. She'll be like, yes, you did it so good. I'm like, yes.
So one of the videos you have, we're going to set the record straight real quick. We're going to set the record. We also know that you have a boo thing, you know, for a long time now. But we're going to set the record straight. In one of your videos, in your freestyle Fifi, you wore rainbow colored socks, and it was very colorful video, and you were kissing a girl.
I kissed 2 girls.
You kissed 2 girls.
Yeah.
So
Cece was like, I'm getting my kiss. So I was like, we kissing.
So are you bi or straight?
It's so funny because it's like, I'm definitely straight. It's not fair to claim that bisexual thing. Because I got real friends that's like, we've had real conversations about like things. Because like my gay homegirls will deal with bisexual women, and it get frustrating because it's like, well, do you like me or you like that dude? So I have to kind of learn to just be like real about what it is. And I definitely have an attraction to women.
Right.
I think women are beautiful. And then growing up, like, kind of around, like, tomboy girls.
You was a basketball girl.
Like
75% of them are gay now.
A lot of my homegirls are dudes now, so I'm not afraid of that. Like, it's not like I'm, like, icky about it.
But falling in love with the woman and, you know, being attracted to a woman, 2 different things.
Yeah, like, I just kind of just be having fun.
Okay.
So, it's, like, kind of messy.
But before we get to what you got going on in the future, you guys know I like to play my favorite game of all, Plead the Fifth, where I ask you 5 random questions, right? You either plead the fifth or you tell the truth. But the gag is you are swearing on your career.
Oh.
Yep.
Okay.
So you got to say, I, Pilly May,
I, Pilly May,
Swear to tell nothing but the truth.
Swear to tell nothing but the truth.
Or plead the fifth on these next 5 questions.
Or plead the fifth on these next 5 questions.
Swear on my career now.
I'm scared, yo.
So, okay. Do you have a talent we don't know about?
Yes.
What is it?
I like to build furniture.
What?
Yeah.
Wow.
Like I could put together a desk or like I love to assemble like everything that was in my old crib I assembled. So like
you ain't pay that extra $50.
Yeah, no, but I enjoy it.
Do you like your salad tossed? You could plead the fifth or you can tell the truth.
No, I don't. I don't like that. It's too slimy. Don't do that. Like, no, just give me what I need and let's get to business. I'm not. No, like, get away from there. Like,
it's meant for pooping.
I'm like, it's like, I don't get pleasure out of that. Like,
Understood.
That's just weird to me. Maybe, like, back in the day when I dog niggas, but, like.
You're just like, I farted back there, you eating it.
Yeah, like, don't do that. I mean, I be clean, though.
Yeah, of course.
It ain't like it's like.
Okay, next question. Next question, we're moving on. Do you have a silent beef with anyone at the moment?
No.
No? Understandable. You don't look
Nah.
problematic at all.
Yeah.
What is your favorite perfume you like to smell like?
Coco Chanel.
Really? I got that as a gift. And I got compliments.
It's just so strong. It just sticks on me.
Really? And it's so feminine, so womanly, so yeah.
Yeah, it's good.
Okay. And what is the most insane night you had with your friends? Most memorable, insane, eventful.
I plead the fifth. Yeah, nope.
Oh damn! It might have been. Okay. Well.
Yeah, I told you I like to have fun.
Okay.
With my friends.
Enough said.
So.
But before we go, what do you have set out for your fans?
Well, the single Like It is out on all platforms and the video's out. We did I did a song with Robert and Jayu. It's like a Halloween theme, but it's on my YouTube, so check it out. And stay tuned. I have a bunch of new music on the way. So
Definitely. Well, I definitely appreciate you. I literally crashed her studio set. She's about to, I don't even know if you saw the guy back there, but she's about to get, pumped, about to, record something new for you guys or whatever y'all say probably next year, 2021. But once again, you are watching The Pull Up. I'm here with my girl, Pilly May, and this is your host, Zurisha J. See you till next time.
fuck. I gotta get up, go work this day shift and bartend. I don't even want to bartend no more. I gotta get to the studio. I gotta get these videos done. Man, I'm trying to get to the bag. Fuck who don't like it. Fuck who don't like it, put money on tip, but you and your friend is money don't man, that's how I like it. Fuck who don't like it, put money your head in front of your kids, that money ain't there, then they won't find you. Fuck who don't like it, put money on tip, but you and your friend is money don't man, that's how I like it. Fuck who don't like it, put money your head in front of your kids, that money ain't there, then they won't find you. Car came on my wrist, ain't no fraud game on my shit. Car no charge came off my shit. Bras y'all all be on my dick, cause I'm Pilly May. And I don't trust you hoes anyway. I get a mother load every day. I'm moving trucking y'all in the way. How you like it? Only checks get me excited. Only bosses get to sign it. See, this watch is perfect timing. Said I do it, then I did it. I predicted like a psychic. Really killed it, how much